Welcome to BCom Part 2 students. In the present lecture, we are going to learn the classes of share capital. We are now concerned with unit number 1, that is issue of shares, under which presently we are going to learn the classes or of share capital. Myself, Professor Dr. V.K. Sawant. The capital is the need of every business organization. Capital is also known as owned fund. There are two types of funds in respect of business, namely owned funds and borrowed funds. Owned funds include share capital. Share capital is the capital of the company. By issue of shares, the company may raise capital. The share capital of the company is classified into 5 categories. This classification is provided here. Share capital is to be classified as authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed capital, called up capital, and paid up capital. Authorized capital is also called as registered capital or nominal capital. The amount of capital which the company is authorized to raise by its memorandum of association and with which the company is registered with the registrar of companies. It means that for starting a company, it is necessary to register company with register of companies. In simple language, authorized capital is the maximum amount of capital which the company is authorized to raise. It is noted that is the authorized capital is the capital which is maximum limited. Beyond this maximum capital, the company cannot raise capital required from the public. It means that there is restriction on raising capital and it is directly associated with authorized capital. Authorized capital is the capital that indicates maximum limit of raising capital from the open public. The company cannot issue shares or raise share capital beyond this prescribed unless the memorandum of association is amended. If the company wants to raise additional capital, there should be necessary to make amendment in the memorandum of association. For example, authorized capital of 1 crore divided into 10 lakhs equity shares of rupees 10 each. It is necessary to remember that the amount of Authorized capital will not be counted while making the total of share capital. Another type of capital is issued capital. Issued capital is correlated with authorized capital. So kindly note that the company may not require full authorized capital in the initial stage. Issued capital is the part of authorized capital which is issued to the public for subscription and to vendors in case of purchase of business or asset. It means that issued capital is the part of authorized capital and it is directly issued to the public for raising capital from the public. Once the company declares its issue, the company cannot issue more than the declared number of shares. It is also noted that issued shares never exceeds than the authorized shares. Shares may be issued as fully paid or partly paid. Here, fully paid means suppose a share of rupees 10 issued and rupees 10 called up and that rupees 10 totally received, that is called as fully paid shares. Partly paid shares means the suppose a share of rupees 10 each but call has been made for rupees 5 only. It means that is the partly paid shares. So it is noted that shares may be issued as fully paid or partly paid. Shares can be issued for cash or other than cash consideration. It is very important. There are two types of categories of assets and liabilities. Current assets, non-current asset. Current liabilities, non-current liabilities. Shares can be issued for purchase of machinery. It means that we we are going to purchase machinery, so machinery will come in our business and our shares will go to whom machinery purchased by us. But mostly shares are issued for cash. For example, out of 10 lakh authorized equity shares of rupees 10 each, the company may issue 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each to the public. Here, issued capital is half of the authorized capital. But there is no rule. But here we noted that the portion of issued capital is half of the authorized capital. In this case, issued capital is 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, that is rupees 50 lakh is the issued capital. Another type of capital is subscribed capital. See correlation authorized capital, issued capital and subscribed capital. Issued capital is part of authorized capital. Also note that subscribed capital is part of issued capital. So look here, subscribed capital is that part of issued capital which is taken up or purchased by the public and the vendors. In other words, Subscribed capital means that capital for which the public have applied. It is very important. Public application is most important for raising or getting capital to the company. It is necessary to remember that public subscription may be less or more than issued shares. So consider here the company issued 10,000 shares in the market of rupees 100 each. It is noted that exact 10,000 demand may not be received, but demand may be received more or less than 10,000 issued shares. Suppose 10,000 shares issued, but demand received for 9,000 shares. Here is less demand. On the other hand, suppose 10,000 shares issued and demand is received for 11,000 shares. Here more demand get to the company. So remember that public subscription may be less or more than issued. In case of under subscription, it means the demand is received for the shares less than issued. No question arises about allotment of shares. Here, only subscriber shares should be considered. But in case of oversubscription, the company have two options. If company gets more application for shares than issued shares, there are two alternatives before the company or two options before the company, namely rejection of excess applications. Suppose company have received 10,000 applications and company had issued 8,000 equity shares. In that case, excess applications are received for 2,000 shares and the application money taken on 2,000 shares can be refunded. That is called a rejection of excess applications. Another option is make allotment of shares on pro rata basis. Under this system, the allotment of shares is made on the basis of pro rata. It means that every applicant get shares but less than demanded by him or her. Example of subscriber capital is provided here. Suppose out of 5 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each issued, if the public have applied for 4 lakh equity shares, then subscriber capital will be 4 lakh equity shares into rupees 10 is equal to 40 lakh. Here, under in this example, we see that there is under subscription of the issue. Here, subscriber capital is part of issued capital. Another type of capital is called up capital. It is also noted that called up capital is the part of subscriber capital. Subscriber capital is the part of issued capital. Issued capital is the part of authorized capital. Therefore, called up capital is that part of subscribed capital which is actually called up by the company. The company may not call full face value of the share. In the above example, face value per share is rupees 10, but a company may not call full amount if it is not required. It means a company cannot call rupees 10 per share because of present not requirement of that amount. But the company may not call full face value on the share subscribed if it is not needed. The company demands only that portion of the face value of the share which it considers sufficient for time being. This is called as called up capital. Suppose subscribed capital is 4 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, but the company is not needed entire amount, that is rupees 10 per share. Therefore, the company demands rupees 8 per share. Then the called-up capital of the company is 32 lakh. In this case, it means 4 lakh equity shares into rupees 8 is equal to 32 lakhs. Last type of capital is paid up capital. Also note that paid up capital is the portion or part of called up capital. Called up capital is the part or portion of subscribed capital. Subscribed capital is part and portion of issued capital. Issued capital is part and portion of authorized capital or nominal capital. Authorized capital is also called as registered capital or nominal capital. Paid up capital is the portion of the called up capital which has actually been paid by the shareholders. It includes the paid value of the shares issued to vendors, directors also. Paid up capital never exceeds called up capital. This is very important. Some shareholders may not pay all the amount demanded or called by the company and due on their shares. Suppose in the above example, called up amount on shares or equity shares is rupees 32 lakh, but rupees 20,000 not received from shareholders. Therefore, actual amount received is rupees 31 lakh 80,000 termed as paid up capital, and the amount of calls in arrears, that is amount due but not received, is rupees 20,000. Hence, paid up formula for calculation of paid up capital is called up capital less calls in arrears. In the above example, called up capital is rupees 32 lakh but 20,000 not received. Therefore, paid up capital is 31 lakh 80,000. Another type of capital is also given here, that is called as uncalled or reserve capital, is the uncalled portion of subscribed capital. The company had decided by its special resolution not to call except in the event of and for the purpose of winding up. This is really we are going to consider, but there are five types of capital. Number one, authorized capital. Number two, issued capital. Number three, subscribed capital. Number four, called up capital. And number five, paid up capital. It is also noted that a dividend is always given on paid up capital. I am putting here one sample example about how to record share capital in balance sheet. By considering the above matter, I have taken example, and that example is, suppose Spark Company Limited registered with 10 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, issued 5 lakh equity shares for public subscription. Here authorized capital is 1 crore, issued capital is 50 lakh. Public applied for 4 lakh equity shares only. That is subscribed capital. The company called up only rupees 8 per share. Instead of 10 per share, company called rupees 8 per share. That is called as called up capital. And 10,000 equity shareholders could not pay call money of rupees 2 per share. It means that 20,000 not received, that is also called as calls in arrears. After deducting 20,000 from 32 lakh, it comes 31 lakh 80,000. So how share capital would appear in the balance sheet of Spark Company Limited? By considering above given information, I have designed this example. In the above example, authorized capital is 1 crore. This is divided or shown here as 10 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. It comes rupees 1 crore. Out of authorized capital, half means 5 lakh equity shares issued by the company for public subscription. It means here issued capital is 5 lakh equity shares into rupees 10 is equal to 50 lakh. But public applied for 4 lakh equity shares. It means here subscribed capital is 4 lakh into rupees 10 is equal to 40 lakh subscribed capital. The company called up only rupees 8 per share. Here we shall consider subscribed capital into called up amount, that is 4 lakh equity shares into rupees 8 is equal to 32 lakh. But 10,000 equity shareholders could not pay call money of rupees 2 per share. It means actual amount not received on 10,000 equity shares at rupees 2 each means actual amount not received at rupees 20,000. Here subscribed capital is 32 lakhs minus 20,000 is equal to 31 lakh 80,000, that is paid up capital. By taking into consideration the above matter, this example is designed. So now we consider with how this capital would appear in the balance sheet of Spark Company Limited. So see, here is Spark Company Limited. Balance sheet is prepared at the end date of the year. It may be, suppose it may be 31st March 2020. This is recorded in balance sheet. There are two sides of balance sheet. One is called as liability side, another side is asset side. Share cap, we are going to mention here capital under liabilities side. So vertical format of company final accounts is to be referred for preparation of capital. So five types of capital is here. I have mentioned these all matter in balance sheet. See, equity and liabilities, that is the first part of liability side, under which head number 1 or note number 1. Head number 1 is shareholders fund, under which shareholders fund there are two important aspects, share capital and reserve and surplus. But in the present example, we are concerned with only share capital. So I want to prepare note that is named as note number 1. This note number 1 is related to share capital of the company of Spark, that is Spark Company Limited. That example is recorded in terms of equity shares and face value in the present balance sheet. See, share capital in it, authorized capital, 10 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each is equal to amount rupees 1 crore. It is noted that this authorized capital should not be counted under total. Then second part of capital is issued capital. Out of 10 lakh equity shares, Spark Company issued 5 lakh equity shares for public subscription having face value of rupees 10 each. It means issued capital is 5 lakh equity shares into 10 is equal to 50 lakh. Subscribed capital, though the Spark Company issued 5 lakh equity shares, public actually applied for 4 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. So subscribed capital is 4 lakh equity shares multiply rupees 10 is equal to 40 lakh. Fourth aspect of share capital is called up capital. Though face value of each share is rupees 10, a company called now only rupees 8 per share. Therefore, called up capital is to be recorded as 4 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each, rupees 8 per share called up. Here, 4 lakh equity shares into rupees 8 is equal to 32 lakh. Paid up capital. Suppose public applied for 4 lakh equity shares and company make calls up to rupees 8 per share. It comes 32 lakh, but 10,000 we have not received, our company have not received a last call of rupees 2, that is calls in arrears. Calls in arrears on 10,000 shares. Therefore 10,000 shares into 2, it comes rupees 20,000. 20,000 is to be deducted from 32 lakhs. It comes 31 lakh 80,000. So paid up capital of the company is 31 lakh 80,000. that is called as paid up capital. Though company invited applications for 10 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Actually, public subscribed for 4 lakh equity shares. So we are concerned with 4 lakh equity shares into rupees 10 is equal to 40 lakhs. Though a share has face value of rupees 10, company called rupees 8 per share. But out of 8 per share, 10,000 equity shareholders not paid the call of rupees 20,000. So actual amount received is 31 lakh 80,000. That is paid up capital of the company, that is Spark company. In this way, in this part, we learned classification of capital into 5 parts: authorized capital, issued capital, subscribed capital, called up capital, and paid up capital. So, in this way, we are concluding our lecture part here. Thank you.